Hi everybody, welcome to the 27th day of Elul. We're coming really close to Rosh Hashanah, and this is one of our very last shofar soundings for this year before we head into the new year. Tishrei, the new moon, begins on Wednesday, and of course Rosh Hashanah and all the busyness of the new year. And as we're coming to the end of this time of sounding the shofar and what it means and all the different iterations, I'm thinking about that phrase that the king is in the field. And Dominic here, that there's this saying that in this time of Elul in the late summer, that the king is in the field, that basically God, that idea of that masculine melech, God, who is often seen as away and far away up in the high castle, is now come down to be among us, and in this realm, in this field. And it's funny because, like I've said before in previous years, that I'm an American. I don't do well with kings. Or any kind of tyrants, or really any kind of authority at all, just personally. So I have a hard time with this idea of a king. And also, when the king comes to where you work for them, then suddenly you're in this position of, oh no, they're really close. You know, it's not like a welcoming thing for me to feel like, oh, the king's in my business. The king is here, like, watching me do the thing really closely, and so now I really have to, get everything ready. And it doesn't feel comforting to me in the same way that it might be for maybe an ancient person who said, oh, the king has come to work side by side with me. That's not a feeling that I get typically as an American in capitalism. When the supervisor comes, it's not a welcome, happy thing. It's like, oh no, we have to really toe the line now. But if we can transform it a little bit, and for me, I've been really connecting a lot with the idea of Shekhinah, the indwelling presence of the divine feminine and the goddess. And because God has no gender, this idea of the soft feminine, comforting presence that isn't, in the field where we work, but maybe in the meadow. It's come to meet us in this meadow place where we are frolicking at the end of the season in these last few sunny days of fall. As we move into the cold, wet days that are coming, you can feel it's crisp in the air, and the wind is up, and in the mornings I'm a little chilly now, but we still have these beautiful middays where we can be out in the meadow and enjoy the sunshine and enjoy the last flowers and the last bits of fruit that are coming on the vine, the tomatoes that are just ripening at the end here, and we have a new flush of figs that just came on our vine. So the idea of the queen being here with us in this late harvest time to enjoy the fruit with us really resonates for me. So I'm liking the queen in the garden, the queen in the meadow. So that's where I'm feeling this today, and the sounding that we're doing of the shofar is again that wake-up call to bring us back to ourselves so that we're ready to move on to the new year. What do we need to leave behind, and what are we taking with us? So I'm going to draw on that sense of standing outside, standing on the earth, standing in the field, and pull up that energy from beneath me to give myself the strength and the breath that's been given to me by the God, by the goddess, to sound that shofar, to wake people up. So let's do some sounding of shofar. Dominic, do you want a shofar?
Dominic,
you can have one or not.
Shofar?
I have your shofar, Dominic, if you want to play it.
I'll scooch this back so we can see everybody.
We don't fall off the deck.
So we don't fall off the deck. All right. Come this way. Tikia. Shvarim trua. Tikia.
Tikia. Shivarim. Tikia.
Tikia. Tikia. Tikia. Shavarim Trua. Tikia.
Tikia. Shvarim. Tikia.
Oops. Tikia. Trua. Tikia. Tikia. Shivarim Trua. Tikia.
Thank you. We'll see you one more time tomorrow for the
Last day.
of shofar sounding before we go into Rosh Hashanah.
Bye.
Bye.